Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Do you want more success, more growth, more results? Then it's time for the Boundless Success Accelerator from the Modern Observer Group. This isn't your average coaching program. It's where top performers come to dominate. Weekly group sessions, on-demand coaching, a community that's got your back, and a power-packed library of tools to supercharge your business and career. No more excuses, no more waiting. Get in, level up, and start building the life you've been dreaming about. Visit us at modernobserver.com/boundlesssuccess to join today. Let's get you to the next level.
We're here because the news is being distorted. We're here because people are being inundated with misinformation on social media. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
Auto tariffs announced. Medicaid wasting billions of dollars on improper payments. GameStop in trouble again, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. President Trump announced his latest tariff move yesterday, saying he would implement a 25% import tax on all cars that are not made in the United States. This is aimed at spurring domestic manufacturing, but it's also likely to lead to price hikes and complications for the U.S. auto industry, which is dependent on supply chains that are intertwined with Canada and Mexico. The new tariffs will be in addition to those already in place, and the trade war is far from over. The president is expected to begin reciprocal tariffs on April 2nd, though he has indicated there could be flexibility. The Supreme Court upheld federal regulations put in place under the Biden administration, placing restrictions on kits that can be assembled into firearms that are nearly untraceable, known as ghost guns. Overturning a lower court's ruling, the justices rejected the argument that federal gun control laws only covered weapons and not weapon parts. This will allow requirements for sales of the kits like serial numbers, background checks, and age verification to continue. The rare decision in favor of gun regulation was 7-2, with Clarence Thomas and Samuel Alito dissenting. A federal appeals court upheld a block on the Trump administration deporting migrants using the Alien Enemies Act. Trump argued that he had broad authority to deport Venezuelan Tren de Aragua gang members, given the national security ramifications, and that the gang was perpetuating, attempting, and threatening an invasion or predatory incursion against the territory of the United States. The court retorted that the law is specifically reserved for wartime. Medicaid double paid for the coverage of hundreds of thousands of patients across the country, costing taxpayers billions of dollars in extra payments. The insurers, which are paid by state and federal governments to cover low-income Medicaid recipients, collected at least $4.3 billion over 3 years for patients who were enrolled and paid for in other states, according to a Wall Street Journal analysis of Medicaid data. The patients were signed up for Medicaid in 2 states at once. Most were getting all their health care services through one insurer in one state, even though Medicaid was paying insurers in both states to cover them. Senior national security officials who took part in the Signal Group chat discussion of military plans were questioned before the House Intelligence Committee yesterday. Officials included Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard and CIA Director John Ratcliffe. Most Republicans present either sidestepped the issue or ignored it, with Democrats pointing to newly released screenshots of the messages as evidence that officials undoubtedly transmitted classified sensitive operational information, and calling for the resignations of Defense Secretary Peter Hegseth and other top officials. The administration has stated no classified information was discussed and pointed to a portion of the encrypted chat that specifically instructed participants to go to their classified mail for that information. GameStop said it anticipates closing a significant number of additional stores this fiscal year and revised its investment policy, paving the way for the video game retailer to invest in Bitcoin. The company announced the revision of its investment policy to include Bitcoin as a Treasury Reserve asset on Tuesday. GameStop said, "A portion of our cash or future debt and equity issuances may be invested in Bitcoin now that its investment policy has been changed," according to a Securities and Exchange Commission filing. GameStop has faced significant financial issues in recent years. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of the Raw Naked Truth Daily News Brief, as well as our sister podcast, Carnivore Radio, with news analysis and commentary, and the rest of the Xvadio Podcast Network at xvadio.com, the Apple Podcast app, YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.
Looking for excitement? Chumba Casino is here. Play anytime, play anywhere. Play on the train, play at the store, play at home, play when you're bored. Play today for your chance to win and get daily bonuses when you log in. So what are you waiting for? Don't delay. Chumba Casino is free to play.
Experience social gameplay like never before. Go to Chumba Casino right now to play hundreds of games, including online slots, bingo, Slingo, and more. Live the Chumba life at ChumbaCasino.com.